Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome for the webinar on nursery teachers training, early childhood care. My name is Miss Nishita and I will be taking you through the webinar. So, yeah, good to be here with all of you. Yeah, let's get started. So, welcome to Up Educators. Yeah, before we start on the webinar and we talk about the nursery teachers training and the early childhood care, I'll just talk a little bit about the academic partnerships that we have. That means all the companies with who the certificate comes from. So, on this course, you will be given a certificate from Google. And also from MEPSC Skill India. But other than that, we also host courses where the certificates are from Cambridge, STEM, Intel, OTHEM, NASCOM, and AT. So, good for you to know who are the names we associate with. We will just have a few slides about Up Educator so that you understand what we do and who we are. So, we are India's leading institute and we offer these instructor-led courses. I'll be sharing the entire detail with you. What's going to happen is when you do the courses with us, the courses will help you to focus on 21st century pedagogy. You will also learn AI tools and innovative teaching practices and digital tools. And as and when you do this course with us, what is going to happen is, of course, the learning experiences for your learners will improve as well as the learning outcomes. Let's move on to the next slide. So until now, we have trained a lakh plus educators in all our courses. So there's a lot of experience. And these educators are from 20,000 schools and colleges. You can see that they are from all different curriculums. So I know that we have so many of you on the webinar. So whichever course that you are, whichever school that, just give me a second, please. Give me a moment. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, let's move on. So, the teachers that we have trained are from 25 countries and from different curriculums. So, if you are teaching in any school with CBSE, ICSE, Cambridge, or IB, this course is going to be very beneficial for you. And even if you are working in and you're living in another country other than India, anywhere else, we have trained teachers and they have found this to be very useful. Okay, so moving on from this. Yeah. I would also request you to join us on the social media. So we have the largest teacher community with 5 lakh plus followers in India. And you can, of course, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, or LinkedIn. Yeah. Also happy to share that, one of the ways that in today's day and age, anybody will check the reviews, Google reviews. So we have a 4.8 out of 5 rating by 4,000 plus educators on Google. So please do see the reviews. Also, we conduct something called as the Olympiad, which is has over 25,000 teachers participating in subject-wise Olympiad. So, of course, you are also most welcome once we share you. We have your database, we have your email ID. We will be inviting you for this Olympiad, right? Also, this Olympiad is covered by the media. So this, event is covered in Z News, Hindustan Times, Business Standard, Times of India, the print. So obviously, taking part in it is a very good idea, but also a way of sharing best practices. And because we conduct the Olympiad for so many teachers and for so many different categories, we also have the database of the lesson plans, of the videos, and all the resources. So you will also learn from the what we call as the best practices, right? So, like I was mentioning to you, the Olympiad is held in categories. So there's primary, English, science, pre-primary, math, digital, and AI. So you can take part in any of these categories. Of course, you have to qualify for that. Also, I'm going to share a few of the initiatives of our educators before we go to the NTT. We also have launched an nationwide AI training program, and we have upskilled about 10,000 educators with this program. Another endeavor that we have taken up is we have partnered with Google and trained 20,000 faculty and students, with the NEP 2020. Uh, Further, we've also built India's first offline AI platform, and that's what we have done. And this is on the Intel AI powered laptop. So you can also access it. Of course, you can go to, and I'll show the demo to you. We've also, kind of partnered with NASCOM Future Skills, and we are offering the Advanced AI course for educators, which you can sign up for. And this is accredited by the Ministry of Education. So I'm just going to, disable annotations. So I just request you not to write on the slides, please. And anyway, disable that so that this goes away. So let me just remove that. We don't want that to be happening. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Yeah. Yeah. Another endeavor that we've taken up is in collaboration with Google. We will be training 20,000 teachers in information literacy because AI is making it very hard to, distinguish between real and fake. So this will help you. Okay, and now let's move on to the reason why you all are here. And I will also share with you that you will be getting a webinar certificate for attending this particular webinar. So please look out for the link, the feedback link. Please do fill up the feedback link at the end of the webinar. And of course, once you fill it up, we will have your database. Our coordinators will get in touch with you, and you will also be getting the webinar certificate. Okay. So let's get started. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Nishita, Miss Nishita. So today in the webinar, we will talk about what is the NTT, what is ECCE. They are the same thing, Nursery Teachers Training, Early Childhood Care and Education. We will talk about why is there an increase in the demand for foundational year educators. We will also talk about that once you do the course, what are going to be the career opportunities for you in online, in schools, and of course, if you want to set up your own, setup, teacherpreneur. And also, in case you are a pre-primary teacher, already practicing teacher, or you are, just finished college and you're looking at teaching as a profession, or you're a parent, why you should do the course. And of course, I will give you the entire breakup of the topics and what are going to be the certificates and the course details and what are the, whatever topics we have based on research. Okay. So let's get started about the course, about the NTT webinar. So first of all, NTT ECC is the same thing. In Maharashtra and a few states, it's called Early Childhood Care. And this is a very comprehensive, detailed program that we are going to be offering to you. And what's going to happen, of course, you will learn a lot of topics related to pedagogy and teaching, but mainly we are focusing on building practical classroom skills. So you should be able to apply those skills for nursery and for preschool classrooms. Also, it will help you as, if you get trained in this course and you get the certificate to work in early childhood care settings. And it's very good for your growth and it'll support if you're already a teacher, you will learn all the latest research based technology. Okay. So first let's talk about, why should you do this course and why is there a big increase in the demand? How will this course actually help you? Okay. So currently we are seeing that, because of a lot of market trends, that means things that have happened in the last 10 years, 5 years, there is a big demand for preschools, for teachers, for earlier setups, for services related to early years, right? First of all is, of course, golden years. So, for a lot of you to be knowing that 0 to 8 years, right, is when it's called the golden years of development. That's the maximum time when the brain development happens. So parents and families are aware of that. So definitely they want children to not be only at home, but to also go to some quality care place, right? Another thing you must be all aware, since 2020, the government has, formulated the NEP, National Education Policy, and that supports children going to school in the early years. Okay. Another thing is, as you're aware that, a lot of people are moving because of jobs and opportunities. So there are a lot of nuclear families, they need the support. Also, now we find that a lot of, men
कहाँ तो
and women
जाएगी ना ये
both are in the they are all in the workforce. Okay. So I'm just sorry, I'm just going to mute you all so that there is no disturbance. Just let me just enable the, yeah, I'm just going to mute everybody so that we don't have any disturbance during the session. Okay, just going to mute you all. Yeah, all right. Also, we have found that, sorry, just mute all. Yeah, all right. Also, there's a lot of inclusive education. So, because we have children with special needs coming into schools and with different requirements, there are a lot more teachers required. And of course, since 2020, we all know that there is a big demand, of digital learning, right? And because there is a lot of digital learning and digital opportunities, there are a lot of digital platforms. Okay, I hope I'm clear because I'm speaking at my loudest and yeah, all right. Okay. Now, when we talk about market trends, also, not only am I saying that, but also if you read newspapers like Financial Express, you will find out that by 2032, which is 5 years from today, we are expecting the markets to be increasing by 3 times. Okay, that's a lot of kind of number of requirements or early childhood that's going to be happening. Okay, now all this has led to an increase in job opportunity. So when you do this course, you have the opportunity. What else, once you do this NTT ECC course, what all can you become? You can become an educational entrepreneur. That means you can set up your own tuition center, preschool center, painting center, reading center, whatever. You can, of course, work in a preschool. If you are a parent, you will also be a parent educator. In case you are planning to teach for higher classes, this is a good foundation course to be doing. And in case you want to teach in training industry, ed tech, like I'm teaching in ed tech, right? I'm teaching you, and then of course you want to do other roles like storytelling, phonics training, art, craft. You can also, once you do the course, you will be equipped for that. Okay. Now, very interesting fact I must tell you that when a lot of teachers join the early years environment, um, they don't actually have formal training. They don't have a certificate. They just join a preschool and they always feel like it's very easy to teach young children. What do I have to teach? Just one, two, three, ABC, right? But currently, the generation that we are teaching is generation alpha. Okay, in fact, from 2025, the children born from 2025 are called generation beta, but they're too small to come to school right now. They are very different. Okay. So, of course, when we talk about generation, every 10 to 15 years is considered to be a generation. So, Gen Alpha, currently in our classrooms, we have students or schools rather from 2010 to 2024. Okay. And very unique things about them. Okay. They are different from us, they're different from the generation before. They are, ever since they grew up or they were born 2010, they grew up with technology. They are very good at using smartphones, tablets, digital platforms, right? And they are not used to traditional classrooms. Okay. Second thing is, right now in our classrooms, because people are from different places, different cities, countries, a lot of places like that. um, there's a lot of diversity in the classrooms, right? There are children from different language backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds, abilities, different styles. Like I've had children from Spain and Korea and Japan in my classrooms. Okay. Also, this generation, because they have so much of information, so much of information coming to them, fast changing, they have very short attention spans. Okay, and they find it hard to focus on any one thing for a long time. Okay, and of course, look at your phone. We all have different apps. So nowadays, or Gen Alpha also expects that there should be personalization in their learning. Okay. So we have to also know which apps to use, which platforms to use, which websites to use. Okay. And of course, how can you forget parents? Parents are very demanding. They expect that along with literacy, numeracy, you should also be able to communicate with them. You should be giving individual attention. You should be developing 21st century skills. You should be providing safety, security, nutrition. So parents expect school to be like a mini home, right? So there's a big expectation. And very important, when you and I grew up, that it was very different disciplining. Now we have to use positive reinforcement. We cannot hit children. We cannot speak rudely to them. We have to also know how to discipline them without punishment. Okay. But what is happening is that now still in in the classrooms and schools, we are teaching this generation in a traditional manner. Okay. So what do I mean by traditional manner? I'm just going to show you a short demo video. She's a very good teacher, but the thing is she's using very, I would call it, it was not, they are not called the modern teaching method, innovative. Okay, let's see and I'll explain to you. Okay, let's watch this.
So let us have a quick recap of what we are learning, children. Yes, we are learning simple additions. Yes, what are these, children? Mangoes. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. In one hand, I have 4 mangoes, and in the other hand, I have 4 mangoes. And if I add them together, how many do I get? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So what did we do? 4.
Yeah. So this is called the chalk and talk method. That means the teacher shows some teacher aids. She explains something. She does a chalk and talk, right? This is actually a traditional method. Okay, this is not a modern, innovative teaching method. There are many other ways of teaching, and I'll explain to you what they are, and that is what you will learn in the nursery teachers train. Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, so what is happening now? Currently, the teachers, because they are not well trained, they don't have the knowledge of the innovative practices, they are teaching in this traditional way and they are getting less salary. Okay, now we have to understand that when we are teaching this generation, there are some challenges. Right? We know that traditional lecture method is not effective for children. Okay, we also, teachers are also not knowing how to give individual attention because there are so many children in the class. Okay, also teachers have to spend a lot of time on creating teacher aids, resources. It takes a lot of time. Okay, and because children are coming from different backgrounds, abilities, cultural background, teachers don't know how to cope with them. Okay, and also because now we have to also interact with the parents or collaborate with them. These are some challenges that are facing. Okay, and apart from that, even different organizations like WHO, NEP, UNESCO, they all want teachers to have, the school should follow some recommendations, right? They want that teachers should be following research based training. Okay, they should have foundational, very latest training. They should use technology while teaching. They should use innovative methods like play based, inquiry based, experiential learning. Who should use holistic assessment? That means only, it is called CCE, continuous comprehensive evaluation, like we do in, we use it in CBSE. And who should manage and motivate class. Okay, also when once you upskill yourself, you get this certification, this degree, and this diploma, PG diploma, and you have experience, you have a very good salary potential, right? The schools can pay very well per month. Okay, so to equip yourself to shape the future of these Gen Alpha learners, right, we are, this is the course for which you are attending the webinar, Nursery Teachers Training or Early Childhood Care and Education. And like I told you, this is one of the same thing. It's a live interactive course, right? Like right now, I can see there are almost 100 people who are there in this particular meeting that are there. Okay. Now, what are going to be the topics? What are going to be the, how is the course going to be conducted? So we have term one, okay, and we have term two. So in term one, these are the topics, his introduction to ECCE, history and philosophy of pre-primary education, child development psychology, behavioral learning difficulties, child welfare, foundational literacy numeracy, lesson planning, worksheets, ethics, parents, how to involve parents, blending movement, art and craft. Okay, and then term two. So we have two terms, term one and term two. We're going to look at topics like building 21st century skills, differentiated learning, children with special needs, classroom time management, job readiness, phonics, and preschool and daycare. Okay. So also very important for all of you to know that along with the course, when you start, before you start the course, around that, just when you begin, you will be also receiving a learning kit from us. You must have seen that on our website, and I will show that to you. For every topic, every module that you do. Along with that, we will be sending you a kit in the beginning of the course, right? These are all the from felt to circle time to flashcards, finger puppets, right? Storyteller's box, reading strips, number line, wooden stick. So you will be receiving all these sandpaper numbers also. And for every topic, so for term one topic and for term two topics, we will be using these resources. These are the resource kit that we'll be using, and we will tell you how the resource will support the learning. Okay, so like I told you, you will not only learn the theory topic, but you will also learn the practical, how to use that particular resource. So that way, it will be a very integrated learning for you, and it will be integrating of the kit with topics. Okay. Also, in this course, we'll be teaching you many innovative teaching approaches like play based learning, how to use the Reggio Emilia, project based learning, inquiry based learning, Waldorf education, integrated learning, and flipped classroom. Okay. I know that as a teacher, many times what happens is that you also have to we have situations in the classroom. Sometimes the parents have a particular expectation. So in this course, we also have a lot of simulation videos, situational training. Okay. And I'm just going to be showing you one small training that if there is a problem with a parent, how do you communicate? How should you speak to the parent? We will be showing you these videos. Let me just show that to you. 1 second. Just coming up on my screen. Give me just a moment.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to speak to you about something important. It's about the amount of homework my child is getting.
Good morning, Mr. Sharma. Sure, but I have to head into the classroom soon. Can we make it quick?
It won't take long. I'm really concerned. My son has been staying up late every night, struggling to finish the homework. He's so tired and stressed. I think he's being given too much work.
I understand your concern, Mr. Sharma, and I agree that balance is important. But right now, the other students are waiting for me in class. Can we continue this conversation later, maybe after school or via phone? We can find a solution that works for your child.
But this needs to be fixed. He's just a child, and the pressure is affecting his health.
Absolutely, and we'll address it together. Let's schedule a time to talk about it in detail and find a solution that reduces his stress. I'm sure we can resolve this. I'll see you in the afternoon.
All right, but I hope we can really fix this.
Right. So you will be, getting to see situational videos like this. This will help you how to deal with situations. Okay. We'll also be teaching you how to use the thematic approach, which has been recommended by the NEP, National Education Policy and Research-Based Studies. Okay. You'll be learning the best practices of nursery teachers training. And we'll be teaching you a thematic approach. So basically, what is a theme? First, let's understand that. So when we're learning about animals, just not only knowing the names or the sounds or the habitats is important, but for children, when they learn an integrated manner, where they learn the habitat, the homes of the animals, they learn stories and vocabulary. They also do a lot of group play, which is role playing, and they learn the sound of the animals. They do related art and craft. Then the learning is a lot more consolidated because the children are learning in it in a consolidated manner, or a what we call integrated manner. Okay. And or like I mentioned to you, we organize a pre-primary teachers Olympiad, and we have 2,500 teachers who have taken part in this, right? Yes, Joyce, you say integrate with other domains. Absolutely. So when we have an integrated approach, it is integrated with other subject areas. So children also don't learn it just by itself. They are doing something in maths, they're doing something in English, right? And we have a lot, and like I was mentioning, that we have a lot of these Olympiad videos where the teachers will submit the videos of the best teaching practices, and we use these as resource for you to be learning of that. Okay, so like I was mentioning to you about the Olympiad. So this is one of our, Olympiad winners. Miss Simran Preach is also a trainer with us, and in this, she explains how to use a integrated thematic approach, right? Where you integrate it with subject areas. Let's watch a short clip of this.
Session will be the thematic integrated approach, and blended learning will be there, and hands-on experience will be there for the children. And I will use the approach of 3C model, like connect, conduct, and conclude. I will not directly tell children about the topic. I will create inquiry based learning, and then children will get on the topic by themselves. So I will start with dramatic role play. My buddy teacher will come with this tiger mask on, like this. Then I will start the inquiry based, like, oh, who is there in our class today? Do you know who is this? How does he looks like? Okay, think. Do you think that our classroom is the right place for the tiger to roam around or live? Then what do you think, where should the tiger live? So these kind of inquiry based questions will connect them with the topic. So I will also get to know about the prior knowledge, like overview of the prior knowledge, like what they learn about the jungle and the animals. After this, then after the dramatic role play, I will show them this picture on the screen and ask them about what is happening in the picture. This will also let me know about the prior knowledge of the children about the jungle and the animals. So I will get an overview. So after this, I will show children a video. In the video, the animals, their sounds and features are covered, and this video will also act as a flipped classroom resource also for the children. And after the video, I will go for the conduction part. In conduction, I will show the animal flashcards, like I will be having a mystery bag and I will take out a flashcard from the bag. Oh, let's see who is hiding inside the bag. Take it out. Oh, what is this? Do you know who was hiding in my bag? Yes, it's a lion. How does lion sounds like? Oh, lion roars. It's the king of the jungle and it has mane on its body. So like this, I will be covering all the animals through the flashcards. After the features will be covered in this flashcard part. After this, guess the sound game will be there. In this, I will play the sound of the animals, like, so students have to guess. And for the kids, appreciation timely is very needed, like whoever has given the answer right, I will appreciate them. This will encourage them to participate more. So by this, I will get to know like how much they have learned about the sounds and the features. So after conduction part, conclusion will be there, like two groups. I will divide the class into two groups. One group will play I Spy game. In this, I will tell children, okay, so I spy with your little eyes. Everyone do this. I spy with your little eyes and find something that has a big trunk and it is green color. Find something. So in this picture that I have given to the students, they will circle elephant. So in this way, I will get to know about the ongoing assessment, like what they have learned. And as a feedback, I will help them wherever they need. And the second group, they will make the animal model. Then I will swap the groups so that both the groups can do the work. After that, both models will be there with the children of their group. So they have to explain their model. So in this way, they have learned about features, sounds, and animal names. So thematic integrated approach is done. Like the names of the animals is covered under vocabulary literacy, the number of animals they have used in the model, numeracy, and the habit and the features of the animals in understanding.
Right. So you can see that, through this approach, yeah. So I have a question I can see in the chat window. I want to know what's that schools with Hindi medium with CBSE board in Uttar Pradesh apply these skills. Yes, absolutely. All the schools across India have to apply this particular, these, you will be using whatever best practices you learn, these are all teaching skills, right? These are all practical. So we can learn the theory, which we will, but the main thing for the teacher is to apply the skills, right? So that is what in this course you will be learning to be doing.
Understanding the world. Blended learning is there.
Okay. Also, another thing that all schools, whether it's in Uttar Pradesh or anywhere else in India or the world, all preschools are looking for digitally and AI savvy teachers. So currently, everybody has to learn how to use digital tools. Okay. And as part of this course, you will also be getting, classes for Google to become a Google certified educator. Okay. And you will learn how to use digital and AI tools which are related to early childhood. Okay. So we are going to be teaching you these 12 tools and many more actually, but these are the main 12 tools, right? Yeah. Is it okay to add integrated questions in assessment? Yeah, absolutely you can. But Navita, the thing is that if you do it, you have to make sure that the children know you should have taught them that topic, right? And the connection. So if you're able to do that, absolutely, you can absolutely do that, right? So when we are talking about, what will you learn in digital tools, you will learn how to design worksheets, interactive lessons. You will learn about how to integrate augmented reality, how to create videos, how to gamify learning, how to make your classroom digital or use the digital resources to make books, comics. You'll also learn how to use Canva. We can make posters, worksheets, so many things you can do, PowerPoint presentations, how to use chat forum, how to do online assessment, and how to do video editing. Okay. Now, we will also be teaching you how to make, different kind of videos, which you can use for classroom teaching. And I'm just going to show you an example. Right? So we will be teaching you how to use a lot of the Google resources, and you just saw, how we are going to be, excuse me, we're going to be teaching you how to create these kind of games, right? In case you are teaching Hindi and you're teaching phonics, right? How to be using Google resources, how to be making these flashcards.
आ से आम छोटी ई से इमली ई से ईख झ से झंडा ध से घर
Right? Also using Google tools, that is this is sites.google. You will, if you're having an event, you're having a fancy dress competition or family day or grandparents day or Mother's Day, you can create a site like that and you can share that with your parents, right? And in case you want to, we'll also teach you how to use Gemini, which is also a Google tool, to create these kind of, storybooks, right? You can make this, you can add the name of the children, your children in this, and, create these kind of storybooks. Okay. So there's a lot that you can do using Google tools. And of course, because you will be learning them specifically and we'll be giving you a certificate, it's going to be very useful. Okay. You will also learn how to create comic books like these. Okay. Um, lots of resources can be created, which is really amazing. And as teachers, you have to learn how to do that now. Okay. You can make a full digital library. That means you can create a whole resource, because see, schools have, a limitation of budget. So at least this way we can create these resources. Okay. Now, along with all that you will learn, you also have to create journals. Okay. That means you have to be creating these worksheets topic wise. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to see the journals. I'm just going to show that to you. Yeah, just a minute. Just coming up on the screen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these are the journals. So when you are doing your NTT course, or ECC as we like to call it, both of them are the same. Okay. You will be learning how to, yeah, you will be learning, you have to create different journals. You have to create rhymes and song journal. So we will have to create for 3 levels. Related worksheets you have to create so that you get practice to do that. Okay. Yeah, these have been created. All these are in soft copy. So we'll be teaching you have to create a story journal. So based on a story, you have to create worksheets and activities related to that. This is all for the diploma, the first term. Okay. Second term, you have to make many more, journals. Creativity journal, third journal. Okay. Then the next journal you have to make, fourth journal, is readiness journal, worksheets for English and math. Lesson plan journal, how to create the full lesson plan. You'll be learning how to do that. Okay, and for term 2, you have to make 5 more journals: EVS journal, calligraphy journal, event journal, classroom journal, right? So this is the kind of work that you have to do. And once you finish doing all this work, submitting your journals, then we will be getting different certificates. Okay, and I'm just going to explain to you. Yeah. Yes, Shweta, we have a practical also. We have a demo, we have a practical, and we also, so you have to actually prepare a lesson plan, and you will be having an online session where you will be doing micro teaching a small lesson, and we will be having practical also. Which are the certificates you'll be getting? So for this, like I mentioned to you, you'll be getting the government certificate from MEPSC, NCVET. This is the Skill India certificate. Along with that, you will also be getting the mark sheet. Okay, you'll be getting a mark sheet from Skill India. This is a Government of India certificate. Like I mentioned to you, once you do the Google tools, you have to take an exam, which is online itself, and you'll be getting a Google Certified Educator certificate. We'll be giving you a course completion certificate for a diploma, okay, and a mark sheet along with that. These are all the topics like I mentioned to you. Okay. And for each of the topics, we'll be having 8 to 10 hours of training for each topic. Okay. We'll also be, once you do your PG diploma, term 2, you'll be also getting phonics certificate, calligraphy, STEAM DIY, coding, and we'll be getting a course completion for term 2. So for both term 1 and term 2, you'll be getting certificates. We'll also be helping you to build your resume. That means how to create a resume, which is basically your CV or your application, how to prepare for an interview, you will have your portfolio, and how to present yourself. Okay. So currently we have about 1,000 plus educators who are working in different preschools in India and abroad. So yeah, Yogita, just sharing the fees in just a minute. I'll just be doing that. Uh, After this, I will share the fees. So who are the teachers or mentors for the program? We have Miss Manju Borkar. She is our academic head and a very, very accomplished trainer and a teacher, and of course, very good tech trainer as well. I'm Miss Nishita. I just introduced myself. I've also had experience teaching 20 years in schools. I'm a teacher trainer, and these are all my qualifications. We have Miss Upasana, who's also have experience in IB and EY Cambridge schools. She's an early childhood specialist, and she's also a Skill India certified teacher trainer. And along with that, apart from Miss Upasana, Miss Simranpreet, Miss Manju, myself, we also have visiting faculty, Miss Binaz, Vinita, Miss Lokmundra. Okay. And like I said, this program is in 2 terms, right? Uh, yeah. Yeah, so no problem. That's okay. I think we do teach the program in English, but of course we speak a little bit in English and Hindi. So don't worry. When you do the program with us, you will develop your confidence. That's always how it is, right? Like I mentioned to you, this course is in term 1, term 2. So term 1, you will earn the diploma, okay, in in nursery teachers training or ECC, and term 2, right, you will be getting the PG diploma. Okay. And like I mentioned to you that in term 1, you will get the NCVET certificate and the Google certificate. And for this, you have to be also submitting your practical work. One of you asked that question. Okay. You have to be submitting all your assignments. You have to be submitting your journals, lesson plans, the learning material. We will be having a demo class, practical, viva. Okay. And these are the topics. I already explained these 10 topics to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So in diploma, in term 1, you will have 10 topics. Okay. In term 1, that's what you'll have. And then the fees, you are asking me the fees. The fees for the diploma course is 24,000 rupees. Okay. And the breakup is this way. Okay, and for the PG diploma, that means term 2. These are your topics. So same 10 topics plus we have 6 more topics. Okay, so totally the course has 16 topics. 1, 6, 16 topics. Okay, and then once you do the PG diploma, you will get also additional 4 certificates: coding, phonics, calligraphy. But you also have to do more practical work. You have to make 5 more journals, learning materials. You have to have a presentation, practical demo, and a viva. Okay. Fees for this is 33,000 if you do term 2 also. Okay. But currently, as you were asking me, we are offering a very, very good offer. So for the diploma, it's a limited offer. We are offering this for 15,900. Yeah. Inisha, yes, that's right. I'm one of the trainers as well. Yes, they will be organized by me. Yeah. Charges different from both the courses? Yes, because the term diploma is only for the first 6 months and next 6 months is PG diploma. So if you do only the diploma, only term one, the fees is 15,900 instead of the 24,000. Okay. And also, like I mentioned to you, we will be sharing the learning kit with you. You'll be getting a learning kit. Okay. And if you do term two also, term one and term two together, then the off we'll be giving you this for 22,900 instead of 33,000. So also you will be getting a learning kit with this. Okay. So yeah. So basically this is the option. This is what you have at offer. Today is a special offer that we are giving you for the weekend. Okay. And I have just in the chat window, you can see I have posted that. So please do fill up this feedback link and you will be able to avail this offer. I'll just take a few more minutes of your time. I'm just going to share some testimonials. These are from, of course, Google reviews. You can see teachers have, said that they have really enjoyed the course. They have learned some modern teaching methodologies, right? Um, they've also said that, this is a very useful course for parents and for teachers. So Shweta, NTT ECC is the same. Okay, if you want, when we do the course, when we award the certificate, you can tell us that I live in Maharashtra. Can you please write ECC? So when we give you the certificate from up educators, we will write ECC. But वो same चीज है, अलग नहीं है. NTT ACC, the content and the topics are the same. Only the certificate is different, right? Yeah. So these are all the reviews. We also have a few video testimonials. So this is Miss Vidya.
But when I did this uh, diploma course, I came to know about many more things. Means how to deal with our kids, those who don't have uh, those students who are crying, how to cope up with them, or how to cope up with my 58 students. That was a big challenge to me, and because of you and your team, now I'm very happy with all the activities and to teach in the class. I'm very happy. Means I go in, I take the use of AI tool and I download the stories, the songs and all, and I go in the class and I'm very happy to teach them because कोई घिसा पिटा वो बुक में से पढ़ो और सिखाओ. It becomes a this वही सब पढ़ के ना I feel very boring. When I saw all this, the AI tool is very something new to me. Canva I knew, Canva app, then InShot also I knew, but AI is very new to me. And now at this age I can handle it. So thanks for your team of educators, ma'am.
Right. So that was a testimonial by a teacher, practicing teacher, and this is Miss Diksha. She's actually a parent and she's given this testimonial.
Honestly, I've been using a lot of blending technology with writing, with paperwork, with the doodling. So I am trying to bring in a lot of dimensions of all of this, what I have learned from you all here. And I am able to teach her all the new Cambridge concepts myself pretty well. I do have that confidence that wherever she's stuck, I'm able to, help her to sail through that difficulty. And the most important thing I have learned is, which has really helped me, is as a parent, I can very, very confidently go to a teacher in a parent teacher meeting and I can clearly see the gaps of why the child is not able to learn the concept. And I, as a parent, has to do a lot of hand holding at home. So that I'm able to spot the I would not say errors, but yes, there are gaps in the way the school is also delivering the curriculum. So that helps me to overcome those problems at home. अगर मैं ये नहीं करती तो शायद मुझे नहीं आता, मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि how can I help her to get through her difficulties. Honestly,
Right. So yeah. So what I've done is, of course, I've shared with you in the yeah. Okay, so please click on the link and please fill up the feedback. You will be getting your webinar certificate that will be coming to you. But of course, you have to fill it up, right? Yeah. Yeah, Haripriya, you asked about that. Yeah, you can do that. So we will be sharing the start dates, what you were asking. Okay. I'll be taking you to our website just now, and I'll just show you what are going to be the start dates. So the courses, one moment, just a moment. It's just going to get started. Yeah. Okay. So this course is called the Nursery Teachers Training or ECC course. It's both are one of the same, like I mentioned to you. Okay. And this is the web page. So you can go to upeducators.com. Okay. And once you click down on the list here, you can even go to the course. I'm going to take you to that particular page. Right. And on this website, everything, all the courses are mentioned. Okay. All the courses are there. So you can also see it on the website. Okay. Yeah. So just a second. It's taking a little while to open up. Yeah. Yeah. So now today is the 11th of May, right? So this course will be starting in the end of May. If you will sign up for it, you will be able to avail of this offer, which I have, mentioned to you. So yeah. Let's see if there are any other questions. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah. Great. So let me go back to our presentation, right? So if you wish to get in touch with anybody, of course, please click on the link and fill up. You will be getting, once you fill up this link, you will be getting the webinar certificate. Also, a person from our team will reach out to you and you can avail of this offer. Okay. Fee for diploma and PG together. That's what I just explained to you. I just show that to you one more time. No problem. Yeah. Okay. So PG and diploma together is going to be 22,900 instead of 33,000. Okay. And like I mentioned to you, you will be getting the learning kit. So you will be also using that. And the course fee includes the PG diploma training, the Google Educator training, the Google exam, the MEPC Skill India exam fee, and the AI platform access. So you will be getting all this. This is all included. And like I said, the course is going to start in the end of May. Today is the 11th of May. We will start maybe by the 25th of the May. Okay. So, yeah. And I'm just going to take a few more minutes of your time. We have a few other courses that are being conducted. We also conduct courses on technology, the Google Certified Trainer Educator. We conduct the NASCOM courses for AI, advanced AI. Um, like I mentioned to you, that on pedagogy, on if you want to do some advanced courses, we have Cambridge courses, certificate, innovative teaching practice and innovate and instructional design. And in case you want to do courses for which are going to prepare you with STEM, which is we have STEM certified teachers, drone for educators and STEM robotics. And of course, in early childhood, we have the ECCE Nursery Teachers Training, which this is the webinar. And we also conduct the Montessori Teachers Training course. Okay. And yeah, yeah. So Tasneem says I have done diploma in DECE, then also I have to do this course. So Tasneem, this must be very similar, I know, but the topics are different. And now we also have a lot more technology and AI tools, which I'm sure you didn't do in your DECE. So in this course, you will do pedagogy, that means teaching practice. You also will be using a kit, which I'm sure you didn't get in DEC. And of course, you'll be doing Google tools and AI tools. So this, I would say this is very different, right? What is the best way to balance digital learning and healthy screen time for young children? So Nikat, the best way to balance digital learning is that we have to have specific time and purpose to use it. There's no need to use it all the time. But if we say we will never use digital tools, that is also not possible because we are living in a digital world. And time has to be managed by the adults. If you give the children a phone, they will want to be on it the whole day. So you cannot just say कि बच्चे पूरा दिन phone पे होते हैं. Who gave them the phone? You gave them the phone, right? Yeah. Great. Yeah, wonderful. So thank you all very much for attending this webinar. It was really nice to have you. And I really look forward to you joining the course. So please do, once again, if you have not filled up the coupon link, please do that. It is going to be giving you, you will be getting the certificate, webinar participation certificate. And of course, you'll be able to avail the offer, right? Which we have for the diploma and the PG diploma. So I look forward and thank you all very much for attending this thing. Yeah. So Kirtana, the classes are held on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. or you can take Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and we have classes at 5:30 p.m. and 8:30. So if you want, you can take the 5:30 p.m. slot, or you can take the 8:30 p.m. slot, if you whatever works for you, right? But you can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So it's very convenient. You can pick the time, the slot, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the course and being your trainer on the course. Yeah. So thank you all very much and wish you a good night. Oh, very nice, Snehal. Very nice. You admitted for PG diploma. Okay, that's good. I hope you had a good class. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, Snehal, wonderful. Yeah. Congratulations and good to have you join the course. Yeah, thank you all. Wish you a very good night. And in case you've not filled up the coupon code, please fill it up and the feedback link, and that will, help you to get the offer. Okay. So thank you so much and wish you all a very good night. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joyce. Any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, Kirtana. So yes, not only soft copies, we actually have an LMS. That means and all the resources, including the training videos and the PPTs and the study material, is all available in soft copy, and you will be having access to that for a year. Okay, so all that will be provided, and we have a particular LMS learning platform. Everything will be on that. So including the recordings. So in case you miss a class, you can always watch the recording online. Yeah. Yeah, Joyce. So term one is going to be 6 months and term two is going to be another 6 months. So totally the course would take anywhere between 8 to 10 months. By that time, you would complete the course. The PG diploma would be completed by that time. Thank you. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. And I look forward to you joining the course. In case anybody missed filling the feedback link, please do fill it up. And yeah, thank you so much and wish you all a good night. Yeah. Yeah. So Shweta, for this, you have to just click on the particular link share and please fill up the same. Okay, fill up the form and you will be getting the webinar certificate. Yeah. Thank you all for joining and have a good night.